Thank you for tuning in to our podcast, Módulo Músicos Unidos. Once again, my name is Max, founder of MMP Global Music. Feel free to visit our webpage, mmpglobalmusic.com. We do offer independent services for artists, musicians, songwriters. All right, and all the information is available in Spanish as well in English. Our podcast, Módulo Músicos Unidos, it's available at your favorite podcast platform, Apple Music, Google Play, Stitcher, Acast, Pocket Cast, Overcast. We are available in Radio Public. We're soon to be available in Pandora and iHeartRadio. We're available in Audiomack, Spotify, and YouTube. On this episode, we're going to provide a little bit more information about the recent incident of rapper Nipsey Hussle, who was killed in a shooting outside his LA store. So very, very sad news here in the music industry. The Grammy-nominated rapper Nipsey Hussle was killed in a shooting outside his clothing store in Los Angeles on Sunday afternoon, multiple law enforcement said. Two of the men were shot and suspect remain at large. Police sources said Hussle was shot multiple times in the parking lot at Marathon Clothing on West Lawson Avenue in South Los Angeles at about 3:25 p.m. and that he was pronounced dead at the hospital. One of the other men was being treated at the hospital, and the third man declined treatment, and that's according to Lieutenant Chris Martinez. No other information was immediately available, but just a couple of hours before Hussle, at the age of 33, whose real name was Ermias Engdom, had tweeted, "Having strong enemies is a blessing." That's what he tweeted. A large crowd of people, many of them crying, gathered at the intersection as police and media helicopters hovered overhead. One of them was Matthew Talley of Denver, the engineer and director known as Megatron. Quote, "It ain't just Los Angeles. He was an inspiration that was bigger than Los Angeles," Talley said. "You see all these people out here? He was really cool," Talley said. "He was a dope individual every time I met him." End quote. Hussle's debut studio album, Victory Lap, was nominated for the Best Rap Album at this year's Grammy Awards. Hussle had long been associated with the rolling 60s neighborhood Crips, one of Los Angeles' largest street gangs, which he publicly acknowledged in a 2010 interview with Complex magazine. In more recent years, however, Hussle had developed an interest in technology and community development, and he was part of a team of artists and entrepreneurs who developed Destination Crenshaw, an open-air museum devoted to honoring African-American artistic achievement. Hussle was also an investor in Vector 90, a co-working space in South Central Los Angeles, where young people can take classes in science, technology, and mathematics. He called the center a bridge between Silicon Valley and the inner city, saying at last year's Afrotech conference that he hoped to expand to other cities like Atlanta, Washington, and Baltimore. In an interview last year with Forbes, Hussle said that as a youth, he'd fallen prey to the ignorance and self-destructiveness in the narrative that was pushed on us through music in our generation. "I see how damaging that was, for myself included, and we are all subject to social pressure," he said. "I wasn't above it. Each of us are impacted by what's going on around us. For me, understanding the platform I have and who speaks to, it's about being strategic. I wanted to redefine the lifestyle and what we view as important," he said. "When you hear buy back the block as the narrative, that's powerful. That's a step towards redefining the expectation." Hussle and two co-owners opened Marathon Clothing in June of 2017 as a smart store, complete with a smartphone app on which fans could buy exclusive content and products. Hussle and the actor Lauren London were the parents of a 2.5-year-old child Hussle had other children from previous relationships as well. Issa Rae, the creator and star of the HBO series Insecure, said Hussle had inspired her to invest and own in our communities. This, of course, is a tragic event, and we do respect the families and close friends. And, we give our condolences to all close members to Nipsey Hussle. May you rest in peace.